Client 2. My second client was a 44-year-old man. He doesn't smoke and rarely drinks alcohol. He lives a sedentary lifestyle and works in an office from 9 to 5. He doesn't get much exercise, but wants to do more dog walking as he enjoys being outside. My client eats 3 meals a day and eats a breakfast, lunch and dinner, and snacks regularly throughout the day. My client also has a recurring shoulder injury which can affect his movement. However, he does enjoy doing some recreational cycling from time to time. Client targets. My client wants to improve their aerobic endurance. They want to be able to run for 30 minutes at a continuous pace of roughly 70% of their max heart rate without stopping. They want to reduce their weight from 82 kilograms to 78 kilograms within all 6 weeks, and decrease their blood pressure from 134/75 to 125/75. Week 1. As my client works every weekday, the majority of training sessions will be on the weekend. However, I have given him targets throughout the weeks. So on Monday I've asked him to drink at least 2 litres of water. Water helps the body lose weight. On Tuesday, I've asked him to go for a 25-minute dog walk. This is very light exercise, but it can help reduce stress as you're being outdoors, and stress leads to a higher blood pressure. On Wednesday, work, 2 litres of water and a snacking. Thursday, another 25-minute dog walk. And on Friday, work. On Saturday, I'll ask him to have a dynamic stretching warm-up of the muscles in the legs, and then go for a 25-minute cycle at a low intensity. This would be on road, and there would not be much of an incline. He enjoys cycling, so having him doing it 40 to 50% of his max heart rate would help him lose weight, but it also is something that he enjoys. So for him, it wouldn't be too much effort for him. Also, as it is in the fat burning zone, he would be reducing his weight, but also building muscle. And on Sunday, a 35-minute dog walk. I have increased the length of this as well, because there is more time. And when there is more time, he is able to do more. And also, doing a lot of walking can increase lung volume. Week 2. On Monday, he finishes early. There could be, I've asked him to go to the gym after work. When he's at the gym, I'd like him to do a dynamic stretching warm-up. This would be the muscles in his quadriceps, hamstrings, gastrocnemius, but also in the hips as well, so the hip flexors and the gluteals. I'd ask him to focus on cardio training, e.g. rowers and treadmills. So if he were to use the rowing machines, he'd have to warm up his arm muscles as well. The cardiovascular training should help improve his blood pressure. This is because it increases the size of the myocardium, and this means that he is able to pump more blood out because the walls of the heart are getting stronger. And if he's able to pump more blood out in less time, it won't need to be sent at such a higher pressure. And this session should last for roughly 35 to 40 minutes. On Tuesday, he would have work, so I'd give him a rest day here. This is because he needs to rest after his body has gone through stress. Because if you go through long periods of not doing much exercise and go back to doing exercise and do it consistently, you can injure yourself, and reversibility will occur. On Wednesday, a 30-minute dog walk. However, this dog walk would be almost at a higher intensity, so it'd be a quicker walk. Try and walk roughly a mile and a half, 2 miles in that half an hour. Thursday, work. Friday, work, but he finishes early this Friday, and he'd go for a 30-minute cycle at 55 to 60% of his max heart rate. Cycling is a good way of reducing blood pressure because it can be done aerobically and anaerobically, and it also helps with weight loss. This is because the 55 to 60% of the max heart rate zone is known as the fat burning zone. And this means that my client would be losing weight whilst cycling, and also he could be building muscle. On Saturday he'd have a rest day, and then on Sunday a 60-minute dog walk followed by meditation. This doesn't have to be done with the dog, however. I would aim for my client to walk roughly 3 miles. The meditation helps lower the stress levels, which can then lower the blood pressure. And stress is a key factor of high blood pressure. The majority of people that have high blood pressure have high stress levels. Monday work. Tuesday 45 dog walk. Walking is good for the mental health as well. This is because when you're outside, you're doing something that you enjoy, because it's good for you. The fresh air is very helpful and it helps the body refresh itself. And also walking helps you lose weight. Thursday, gym, cardiovascular workouts again, treadmills and rowers. Before my client gets to the gym, I'd ask them to do a PNF warm up. And they'd do PNF stretches in the hamstrings and quadriceps, and also some in the biceps, triceps and deltoids. This is because they'd be using the treadmills. I'd ask my client to run at a 50% of the max heart rate for 20 minutes on the treadmill, and then aim to row 150 meters in 20 seconds, in a 25-second period, and then rest, and then rest, and then rest, and then rest after that. Then go 100 meters in 20 seconds and rest. The treadmill will also be done at an incline of 2%. This is because the incline would help him. We can also build muscle as well. On Saturday, a 2-mile run done at 55 to 60% of the max heart rate. Would burn fat due to the training zone that the work is being done in, and also the run can be done over any time period. But if he has to stop, he has to stop. However, as it is week 3, overload should be occurring due to the cardiovascular work that he has been doing at the gym, and also the dog walking, which means that he should not necessarily need to stop. Week 4. On Monday, I'd have him meditate after work. It is important that he does this after work because he may have had a very stressful day, and this could have led to an increase in his blood pressure. And if this is the case, then his blood pressure would be increasing and reversibility would be occurring. Tuesday he works, and on Wednesday, 25-minute cycle done at 60 to 65% of the max heart rate. The training zone is used for fat burning and also muscle building. And once fat has been burnt, muscle needs to be built, because otherwise there'd be nothing there, just excess skin. However, it's done at 25 minutes, so it will be done at a steady state exercise. And this is good as it improves aerobic endurance. And aerobic endurance is one of the targets my client wanted to improve. Thursday work, Friday work. Saturday, my client will be doing an SAQ session, and this session will contain a T-bar run and hurdles. The session will be in the sports hall or outdoors. And for their warm-up, there will be a short pulse raising activity. If it's done in the sports hall, there will be one walk of a badminton court, walk up and down, then side step as well. Then there'll be dynamic stretches, so quadriceps, hamstrings, gastrocnemius. And then they will begin the session. So it'll be a T-bar run, and there will be 5 reps, 5 sets of 10 reps. And then in between each set, there'll be a minute rest. And then the hurdles, there'll be 5 sets of 5 reps. And that'll be 5 forward, and then rest, 5 backward, then rest, 5 sideways, then rest, and then forward again, backward again, and sideways again. So you do that twice. An SAQ session is also known as a speed agility quickness session, and this is used to build up speed, but it can also improve things such as weight loss and blood pressure because can be done anaerobically. On Sunday he would need a rest day. However, I've scheduled a 15-minute dog walk because walking is a good form of rest as it can prevent things like DOMS due to the skeletal muscle pump working. Monday work, Tuesday 20-minute cycle at 70% of his max heart rate. 70% of the max heart rate is very good as it loses fat, but the majority of it is building muscle. And if the client has built more muscle up, they will be able to run for longer. On Wednesday, a 20-minute dog walk. This is because it prevents things like DOMS. On Thursday, we'd go to the gym after work and would do more cardiovascular work on the treadmill and the rowing machine. I'd ask him to work at 70% of his max heart rate on the treadmill and aim to go for 15 minutes at an incline of 5%. On Friday, work and a rest day, and on Saturday he'd have a sandbag session. So he'd have a lunge of 5 sets of 10 reps of a 10 kilo bag and a squat of 5 sets of 10 reps of a 15 kilo bag. The increase in weight will help him lose weight as well and also build muscle. Weight loss is crucial for my client as his BMI score came out as okay and he said he wanted to reduce this. Also, he doesn't live a very active lifestyle, so by losing weight and building muscle, he'll have something else to do. On Sunday, he'll have a rest day because the week has been pretty intense, and he'll be partaking in meditation. Monday, work and gym. He'd have a 35-minute run on the treadmill and aim to hit 75% of his max heart rate and go no higher. This is good because this is a good way of doing it because he wants to run at 30 for at least half an hour without stopping. So by him doing it at 70% of his max heart rate, he will be able to achieve this due to progressive overload occurring. And if progressive overload occurs, it shows that the training is working. On Tuesday, he'll have a rest day, and it'll be a 15-minute dog walk. On Wednesday, he works late. On Thursday, it'll be a 30-minute cycle at 55 to 70% of his max heart rate. So his heart rate should not go below 55%, and it should not go above 75% of his max heart rate. This means that times he's working aerobically and times he's working anaerobically, and that aerobic work will improve things such as blood pressure and muscle building, and the anaerobic will also help weight loss. Friday it works. Saturday and SAQ sessions, so it'll be hurdles, ladders, T-bar, run and shuttles. It will be 5 of 10 reps. On the hurdles, so forward, backwards, sideways again. The ladders, it will be 2 feet in each one. Saturday, it will be a T-bar run. And also shuttle runs. The shuttle runs will be done over 10 meters, sorry, and will be done 5 times. However, they will be done at a high intensity. Adaptations. The session that I have planned for was a sandbag session. However, there were no sandbags available that I could use. So I had to adapt and decide that an SAQ session would be a good replacement to help him achieve his goals. For my warm-up, there'll be gentle jog around one badminton court, dynamic stretching in the legs, hamstrings and quadriceps. In the next badminton court, and an invasion game to finish off, going in, turning cones over and touching the side. SAQ session. T-bar run, 5 sets of 10 reps, 30 seconds rest in between each set. Ladders, 5 of 10 reps, 5 sets of 10 reps, 2 feet in each ladder. Hurdles, 5 sets of 10 reps forward, backwards and sideways. And cool down. Gentle walk around the badminton court, static stretching in the legs, and then walking again after the stretching. This is to prevent lactic acid build-up and DOMS occurring, and then roughly 2 hours later, PNF stretches in the hamstrings and quadriceps at home. Thank you for watching.